So if we're trying to work some of our deep cervical flexor extensors and we're not getting a good response to some of the band or manual or gravity prompts, either prone or supine, one way we can try and get this to work is we can use a poorly inflated ball against the wall and get a little extra compression backwards to activate a little bit more of the retraction, kind of an extension response. So basically, key thing is when we're lining up into this, is when we put the ball behind us, we don't want to be too forward or too backward. That's either going to excessively push us forward or make us reach backwards. So feel free to really adjust forwards and backwards depending on how wide or thick the ball is and the chair or your standing distance from the wall. So basically, if we're going up against the wall like so, we're going to want to have this ball at the back of the head. If anything, we're just going to have it push against a slight bit forward, so we just have to take up the slack to get into a correct posture. So we want to think just kind of our regular stacking up, stable feet, a little outward rotation at the hips, stable pelvis, ribs down, breathing rhythm, shoulder blades down, kind of spine long. If I put that slight backwards push, I just want to feel the muscles work down through here, maybe a little bit in here. If I feel a slight stretch in the suboccipitals or a little bit of an upper back, just make sure that when we're doing this, we feel the drive coming from underneath here, kind of pushing back. We don't want to think of starting from here, where we're going to get most of our extension from our short extensors in our suboccipital area in our SEM. We can adjust the ball up and down a little bit too if you want. So basically, it'll be like a slight backwards push, like a slight little isometric push into the wall. After we hold that, we can put in a little turn each way. We can do a little up down. We can do some diagonals back and forth, almost imitating like a little bit of PNF patterns. And then just take a little break, then pressure back on. Same thing each way. A couple diagonals each way, and then relax. We can also do this in the standing, which might actually be a little easier to adjust. So we can kind of bring our body forwards or backwards until it feels about right. A little extra pressure under the ball. We can either just do a static hold, we can do a little bit of turn each way. Once again, we do the little diagonal patterns each way. Just trying to prompt that extension from the mid-back, pushing out, making sure we don't get all our extension coming from up here. So basically that would be the ball against the wall variation of getting a little bit of retraction resistance in extension facilitation. We want to feel it deep into here, We might feel a little stretch in the suboccipitals, and we don't want too much. If anything, we want to decrease the exertion or really change the positioning on there to make sure we're not too far forwards or backwards. Ball depth and the position from the wall is crucial to make sure we get the right feel. If you feel like you're overexerting it, move a little forward, a little back, otherwise it's going to throw out the whole motion. So give that one a shot, and have a good day.